Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we ended off with the very sad revelation that Sakura is now dead. So today, we're gonna do the investigation. So the last one we did was remarkably quick. So this time, I'm kind of feeling, you know, maybe we're a bit more on the ball. It might go a little quicker. We'll see. We'll see if we end up beating Chapter 2 in terms of raw time spent investigating anyway. But yeah, I think we'll start on the left and work our way right, because I am seeing a, they mentioned this earlier, there's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. It looks like a protein drink. It's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. True. I know! But still, this protein can. It's got a label that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of different health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Okay! So there's shattered glass. I mean, they could have rolled on top of it, but... so that was... they seemingly take it in the direction of, okay, the glass was there beforehand. But the chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair has anything special done to it. Okay, now, looking around. Byakuya, what's your take on this? What do you want? You're bothering me, go away. He's not even trying to how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. Anyway, Kyoko, how are you doing? But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who'd go down without a fight.
That's true.
And she simply didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. I mean, I'm gonna go with a kind of obvious stance. They were whacking us over the face with the fact, you know, ooh, was poisoned before. I would feel as though she's been poisoned. We already know who did it. Byakuya's a hero. It has to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Let me help you find more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own, but when I saw her again after that, she told me she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force then, this never would have happened. You know. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Okay. This isn't looking good for you, you people. So yeah, they asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same time and place she ended up dying. Maybe good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. First I'd recommend... Oh, what is going on with her shoes? Oh. This looks like some kind of wrapper. That's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found Genocide Jack and attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it her. I thought it might calm her down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself, that's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Uh-oh. Hina, you ain't looking too good now. I don't know. Only places where they were, and then the sprinkle one too, oh! Okay. Anyway, Sakura, how you doing? Not good, but still. Sakura drew her last breath, stating slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blows to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file said specifically she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Oh! Yeah, so that again, yeah, maybe hitting on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. No, because Yeah, as long as Byakuya's coming in with the reason. For those of you who don't know, in Ace Attorney there is a case where you see someone get poisoned and he bleeds from their mouth when that happens. So going off that logic, I would imagine, you know, maybe poison does make you bleed from the mouth when you get poisoned. I don't know, but you know, Ace Attorney says it does, so I would say that's maybe a good vibe. But anyway, Byakuya, not a chance. Byakuya!
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Poison! Clearly. And now, what are you going to be? I assume you're just business as ever? Same shelf. Oh, never mind, there's blood there now. I was looking at the different magazines here. Yeah, and the blood stain. It's kind of pertinent, Makoto. Okay, so we have to spin it this way, and then we can look at the blood on the floor. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Okay. Spooky. And then glass. The shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red, and there are top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Ooh. Oh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. Fits easily in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. What the f... Right. Ah! Over there. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Okay. And inside each bottle there's a kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how did they get those figures inside the bottles? And that spacing...
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. But there's, like... There's 2 missing. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The, Monokuma figure we found on the ground. Red shards of glass. Yeah, so she was hit over the head with that. But I'm only seeing 1 bottle unless there's another set of shards. Because that... Like, immediately, as a sad person who played chess at lunchtime in high school, I can see the chess pieces in there. But you're missing 2. Like, you may not have 6. You got Queen, King, then Rook, Bishop, Pawn, and Knight for all 6. Unless I'm getting that obscenely wrong, which I don't think I am. So, yeah, we're missing 2 then. So maybe we're gonna find the chess pieces? I mean, that doesn't seem out of the question, but what about this very conspicuous locker that someone was wet? The same pool tables that were related to the case. I did want to inspect that, Makoto. Huh, the locker's open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in old dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left us a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was opened, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Oh, why not?
Hey.
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Ah! Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So, there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Maybe somebody locked themselves in there? I mean, my immediate thought is if she didn't eat with Toko, which she thought she was going to sneeze, maybe she locked herself in the locker before Genocide Jack came out. Which I'd say is plausible-ish. Now, am I done here? I need to examine the crime scene as much as possible. I thought I had, but I guess maybe you want me to speak to Kyoko again?
Hey.
She was an ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? We've already read that. What am I missing? Like, the clock? Is the clock broken? It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to Monokuma files, Sakura died around 12 noon, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Why is that not a clue? That seems very critical! Am I missing something, or like... I don't know. Byakuya, what's your input on all this? Again.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Thank you. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as the fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, then please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay, you know, good on you, Byakuya. Good on you for not getting yourself killed. What do you mean you gotta examine the crime scene some more? Like, who else will we speak to? Aoi again, maybe?
What the heck?
You already know who did it. Nah. So I don't know. Am I gonna speak to someone telepathically or what? Like, maybe... Let's look at the glass again. It's a Monokuma figure, yeah, so you're not making any new observations there, and I doubt the table and checkers is really gonna be of relevance. I don't know. Huh. I feel like I'm missing something, because I think we've inspected everything. Unless I'm very wrong. And I could be. I mean, maybe... Should we have a look at the actual shaker itself? Or maybe the glass next to it? Some kind of plastic container, Yeah, never mind. This isn't going to be sure at all, is it? Yeah, but okay, so maybe the door? The door is the only way out of the rec room that doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not the outside. Ah. Makes sense.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's going a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay, well, off we go. On a little adventure. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Alright, well, in that event, you know, I kind of want to go see the psychopath first. Like, what? Okay, never mind. I'm mental. I was one door off, but hello, Toko. Or maybe Jack. Jill, even after a few seconds. Never mind, she's normal. Who's there? Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around
Anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood. What do you mean?
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Is now a bad time?
Obviously, annoyed Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yes. I wanted to talk about the fact Sakura had asked to meet with you. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess that was totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. I didn't go to see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? When Toko can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay, and Hero. When can we go in Sakura's room like she's dead? Can I trespass? This is Sakura's room. Just raw silence. This makes me wonder, how do you react to other people's rooms that have died? Don't budge, this room must be locked. There's no point trying to get in here right now. But maybe later. Now, Hero, where is Hero? Atsufumi, were you Hero? Am I blind? I'm blind. Okay. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, I wanted to check something. It's about Sakura wanted to meet with you. What? How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Maybe did you gaze in my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one who said she wanted to meet with. Oh, it's only yourself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Huh? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well... when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? I mean, yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others like in passing. I'm gonna be honest, this is super suspicious. Then you went and met with Sakura. No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogo was when Hina got hurt and took us to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. Oh man, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. World star, truly. Oh, huh. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that was all there was to it. Okay. So I've heard from Toko and Hiro, but what next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found in the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? I'm thinking maybe the chem lab, because I'm thinking if it's poison, it probably makes sense that, you know, it would have come from the chem lab. So there's probably some tomfoolery that has been transpiring in there that we are going to find out. Yeah, so you see, what the hell? I would just like to know, for anyone possibly familiar with Danganronpa speedrunning, is that just what they do to get to A from to B quickly? And if so, how the hell does that get caused? Oh, there's things on the ground. Hello, Byakuya. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yep, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Right, well, I won't get in your way. But, you're in my way. Really? I'm just not going to observe the massive spill on the floor. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Oh, okay. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? You have to be careful not to step in it. It's poison! There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words,
That's right. It could only have been found at the time of the incident. If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Okay, well thank you, Byakuya. I thought you said you didn't want me in your way, but clearly he secretly wants me around. Go us. Go us! Anyway, oh! Footprints. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How will these footprints relate to a scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. And by we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirky enemy piece of paper and a pen, he comes prepared! Well, let's go, chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before I'm gonna draw up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in and went straight to that shelf, then did what they needed to do, then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be... Makoto, were they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints really are a valuable clue. Well. And then we just got, like, some general powder. There's much yellow powder scattered to the floor, I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labelled Chem C4. It also looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to be spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Wow. I'm shocked that gave us a clue, but I'll take it. And then we got these devious things over here. So, number C seems most relevant. On this shelf is, one look I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. They look like poisons and other powerful things. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter C and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving section Unit C. And now I'm going to do this for all of these, just a completion section. On this section is a bunch of chemicals I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in this ignorance for so long? Truly must be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
Do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labelled with the letter B and a number, so I guess I can consider this part Section B. And then, next part, Section A, which I assume is the vitamins. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving section Unit A. Makoto, you're missing the bottle that's clearly the same one that's just been spilled with the symbol C on. Oh, but wait! There's one bottle here that's labelled with Chem C9, so he's not oblivious. Could someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section 3 has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with the label from Chem C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? That's definitely something going on here. Okay. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab, maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay, well, can I bother Byakuya before I leave? Because I would like to. I would deeply like to bother you.
I see.
Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn to make use of those clues. Oh, yep. A compliment for me? Really? If no one else has got me, I know Byakuya Togami has got me. Can I get a name in the comments? And we continue on with life. We continue on with life. That's the library. Am I on the wrong floor? I might be on the wrong floor. Where's the rec room again? Which floor did Sakura die on? Is there even a rec room at this point? This music's far too funky again, considering someone is dead. You would think it to be less intense. Well, not intense, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, like really, you know. Hey, the model for the door as well. You know what I mean? It's like a little bit less of a jam. Still continuing on. So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So, along with Byakuya, they're killing me they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them one more time. Okay, well, starting with the Monokuma bottles then, are you gonna tell me what I already know? I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue about the Monokuma bottles. Is it gonna be that there's 2 missing instead of just 1? Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and I'm sure you'll find it. The correlation. Yes, so the knight and the queen, I think, are missing. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion is a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, and it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here too, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab, and while I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. And with that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the room and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Huh. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get back to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights? Of what? The pieces of glass you collected and the one from Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. Okay. First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma baubles. It's balanced,
In other words,
which means each Monokuma bauble weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, there's nothing else to really affect the weights.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either way they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and
so
there.
then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each of the baubles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at that one very persuasive conclusion. What do you think? It's all on you. Can I use that scale for myself and put another Monokuma bottle in there and see if it balances? Well, no, because we're missing clearly one of the figurines. But I'm going to assume two bottles were smashed and somebody's just cleared away the top and the bottom parts, and then the Monokuma figure, so it looks like just the one was smashed. I would imagine. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue, clue, clue. Huh, this magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it all. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, there would have been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be... dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. This settles, she's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to confirm another killer. I can see why you'd think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, that makes me even more suspicious. Yakuya, are you trying to frame Toko for a murder again? Like, that's entirely plausible for him, and, you know, I don't know. And now, what else do I need to search? Will you tell me?
in other words,
The result of our experiment, you'll arrive at one persuasive conclusion, it's all on me. The experiment showed that the pieces of glass on the floor were heavier than that intact Monokuma bottle. And, yeah. Huh. There's apparently an important secret hidden in that. Yeah, it'll be those two bottles smashed, I think. What about the protein shake? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the rec room.
so,
It looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. But still, this protein can. It's got a label, it's from the chem lab, shards of light blue gas. And yes, we've already done that. Huh. What else is there going to be? Like, maybe Sakura's body? I don't know, because she said 3 things, we've done 2. Ah, okay.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to, although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Ah.
Hey,
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just
It
explain.
would seem,
It would appear she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. Gotcha! 2 blows!
indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands are spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Okay. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Already? Nah. Nah.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin
What the fuck?
class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time. The mystery of the locked rooms are still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. What? It's half. I've been recording for like just over half an hour. What the hell? Well, I guess that's that. I didn't expect that to be as short an investigation as it was. I have no doubt it's probably to give us more time at the class trial, but still, that feels very, very abrupt. Either way, I guess that's that. I don't really want to run like kind of into a class trial. I like keeping everything in a nice easy segments. So I guess that's that. God help us next time. I have a feeling we're in for another 2 hour, so I will buckle up for that. But yeah, well, of course, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It always helps a bunch. Lets me know that you want to see more of this and all of that good stuff. And that's it for now. So until next time, we'll set all that aside. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.